Hello, everybody. Coach Steven here, your personal coach with 3 Pillar Coaching and 3pillarcoaching.com. Tonight's video is important because it's one of the foundational elements in personal growth. It's like, where do we start? Once you've decided on your mission, once you've decided on whatever it is for you that leads you down the path to that future version of you that you envision for yourself, um, where do you start? What do you do? It's like, okay, I know I'm tired of the way things are because if you continue to do what you've always done, you will just get more of the same. Okay? Shit's not going to change unless you do. And that starts with a fundamental shift in your perspective and the way you see your world. And that is my job as a personal coach. So hopefully I can help you with a little bit of that here tonight. Um, Whether you are just getting started on your journey, uh, or whether you are far along in years into your personal development, doing a deep dive into all the elements of personal growth and everything, and you've just hit a wall, you've plateaued, you kind of feel like you've just stalled out. One of the best things you can do is go back to the fundamentals. Go back to the foundational elements of just starting to make 1% improvements. Um, James Clear, Atomic Habits, he talks about making those incremental improvements, those 1% improvements in your daily habits, in your beliefs about yourself and your place in the world, your processes, your systems. All of these things are vitally important, but you don't just jump in, scrap everything, and go nuts, because that's a recipe for disaster. Um, so I said I would do this. I'm going to read something from my ebook, 10 Ways to Be Healthier and Realize Your Best Self, a no-nonsense guide to better living. And it's available on my website now for free in PDF file format. If you go to my website, www.3-pillarcoaching.com, and put your email address in the little pop-up form that comes up, it will email you a link to BookFunnel where you can go download a free PDF copy of the book for a limited time. Um, but I did a video a while back where I read the introduction, and I read the first list item in the 10 ways, which was declutter your life and set yourself up for success. Another foundational element. I start kind of at the beginning. Hey, here are some ways to get started. And I work through the list items, and we get deeper and deeper and more powerful as the book goes on. And the first 3 or 4 list items are kind of based on nutrition, diet, wellness, things like that. But the concepts that I talk about in those list items can be applied to all aspects of your personal growth, all aspects of improving the way you show up in the world on a daily basis. It's powerful stuff. Check it out. So, without further ado, I will read number 2. Start stacking small wins, but big wins. And this kind of piggybacks off of list item number 1, setting yourself up for success. So this one is huge. It begins when you've decided on your mission and are actively setting yourself up for success. Beginning to stack small wins can really catapult you down the path to success, whatever journey you're on. We're not talking about immediate sweeping changes. I don't want you trying to scrap all your routines, habits, and beliefs about yourself all at once. Cold turkey is a bitch, and most of the time it's a recipe for disaster. Installing one small element at a time into your daily routines and habits is a way to start stacking those wins. Here's an example. Let's say a routine habit for you is to wake up, go pee, grab that coveted first cup of coffee, and turn on the news. Simply say, after I have my first cup of coffee, I'll sit for 5 minutes, close my eyes, just take deep breaths in through my nose for a count of 5, hold for a count of 4, and exhale for a count of 5. Then I can turn on the news. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Breathing exercises can be incredibly powerful in reducing anxiety, improving focus, clarity, and just helping you live with more of a sense of peace and joy. And I always thought this was kind of hokey. I'm like, someone's like, you should meditate. 'Cause you're always so like wound tight. I'm like, man, fuck you. I'm not wound tight. um, and I always thought it was kind of, a little fringy. And then I did it. And I started simple with just, with just closing my eyes and just taking deep breaths. Not doing breath counts, not doing box breathing, not, reciting mantras or really doing any deep work on myself while meditating. Just breathing and just being present with yourself. It's super powerful. Anyway, oh yeah. You'll find that even just a simple deep breathing exercise during which you breathe in abundance and strength and breathe out uncertainty and doubt can make a huge difference in your emotional and psychological state. Now apply this small wins theory to nutrition. Say you love a good cheeseburger now and then, except you vegans. Try ordering it without a bun or just taking the bun off. Try going from 2 tacos to 1 taco and no sour cream. A little less ranch on that salad maybe. Okay, you can make a 2,000 calorie salad. Ask me. I know I love salads, but sometimes I put so much stuff on it. I'm like, okay, at what point are we defeating the purpose? I mean, this has been delicious, but seriously, right? So it's important to be aware of those kinds of things. You can do something better, but negate it by doing something else. But the key is to just make these small incremental improvements in what you normally do, right? We're not making big sweeping changes here, like I said. Just one little thing at a time, and you will be amazed at how it cascades, how it snowballs. Apply the same principle at the grocery store. Look for slightly better versions of the things you habitually buy. If you buy soda, try a diet soda, or even better, a sparkling water. Diet soda, okay. Here's the thing. People say, well, diet soda is not great for you. No, it's not. The phosphates and other things in here can actually act on your blood sugar and different things. And diet sodas are not better for you. But the idea is the mindset. That's the important thing, is that the mindset of making small improvements in your habits and the things that you normally do and the things you normally buy and the things you normally eat and the things you normally think. And those things will cascade. I'm not going to tell someone stop drinking Coca-Cola on day one. We are going to slowly instill habits in your daily routines and your beliefs and things that will slowly start to push out some of the more undesirable aspects of things you do. So it's not important to say no more of this on day one, but maybe move to something that tastes as good to you, but is a little better. Yeah, so if you buy soda, try diet soda or better yet, a sparkling water. If you buy meats, look for leaner, grass-fed versions of the same thing. Start looking at labels and buy items that are similar to what you like, but have shorter ingredients lists with less words that you can't pronounce. You ever look at an ingredients list and go, what even the fuck is that? There's 48 letters in that word. Like, how is that even... There's like 8 scientific phrases that make up one ingredient thing. It's like, what is that? Take the new habit you want to have in your life, i.e. better nutrition, and insert it in with habits you already have. This habit stacking theory is synonymous with win stacking. We start small and we expand on that concept as we go. It'll snowball, trust me. It's simple, but not necessarily easy. There's a distinction there, and there is a distinction there. Concepts can be simple, but actually implementing them in your daily life and executing that in every step along your journey is not necessarily easy. There's a distinction there. It takes some degree of discipline and a fuck this, I want a better life kind of attitude. It comes with a fundamental shift in core aspects of identity. I am the woman or man who does blank. Fill in the blank. You get the idea. Now get to work, damn it. And that is a fundamental piece at the end there. It takes a fuck this, I want a better life kind of attitude, and it takes a foundational shift in core aspects of your identity and letting go of stories and narratives and negative and self-destructive beliefs about yourself that have held you back. And we get into that deep work later in the book. We take a pretty powerful examination of some of those aspects of personal growth. But stacking those small wins, making those incremental 1% improvements in your daily habits and the things you do, and the things you say, and the things you act on along your path is crucially important. And this is a place that when you, like I said at the beginning of the video, when you kind of get stuck, when you kind of hit a wall at some point, and you maybe even feel yourselves, slipping back a little bit, go back to some of these fundamental aspects. Come back to some of these foundational bricks that build not sure where I was going with that, but but just go back to the basics, and you will find yourself beginning to stride again. So this video has been long enough, and I will see you in the, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the little bell notification down there so you'll be notified when I put up another video. And go to the website, download the book. It's powerful information, and hopefully something will click for you. Hopefully something will land for you that gives you an insight that helps you shift your perspective and changes the way that you show up in your world for yourself and the people around you. So once again, Coach Steven here, 3 Pillar Coaching. And I will see you in the next video.